TV Crazy Man here, opening up the secret alien files of classic TV. Get ready for unexpected alien encounters and alien invasions on classic television. These are shows that you least expected to see little green men running around.
They look like women from Mars!
On I Love Lucy on the episode Lucy is Envious that aired in March 1954, Lucy and Ethel try to impress an old classmate and end up agreeing to donate $500 apiece to charity that they don't have.
Two Martian women are going to land in New York, abduct an Earthman, and disappear. Now that's where you come in.
That's where I go out.
In a desperate move, they take jobs as women from Mars to scare the public into thinking that they are real aliens on top of the Empire State Building. Just to promote a movie, of course. Where they scare the actor who played Mayor Pike on the Andy Griffith Show. The episode ends with Ricky and Fred getting in on the act too to scare the girls, but they get theirs in the end. And sadly, there were no real beings from outer space on this episode.
What?
But it was a lot of laughs.
The Adventures of Superman.
On the Adventures of Superman Season 5 episode Mr. Zero, a rejected citizen from Mars shows up in Metropolis.
Please take me to your leader.
Although Superman is an alien himself technically, the series never had a whole lot of sci-fi, sticking mostly with Superman beating up gangsters. But as the series progressed, it did start to go a little more sci-fi, resulting in the appearance of Mr. Zero.
Hi, Jimmy. Wow! What's that?
And Mr. Zero had the power to freeze people with his finger, a lot like another spaceman named Mork that we'll talk about later.
1, 2, 3! No contest, let's go, Spaceman!
The very first time George Reeves played the Man of Steel in the movie Superman and the Mole Men, beings were introduced that came with a big laser gun. But they lived underground, not in outer space. That movie was later turned into the two-parter, The Unknown People, on the TV series. Billy Curtis played one of the Mole Men and Mr. Zero. Curtis also appeared on a couple of Batman episodes, The Monkees, Get Smart, The Beverly Hillbillies, Star Trek. His career dated all the way back to the 1930s with work on Tarzan the Ape Man and The Wizard of Oz, and a lot more.
Gladly, Superman.
That should hold him.
The episode also features Herb Vigran, who was coincidentally the one who hires Lucy to play a Martian in the I Love Lucy episode.
Mr. Zero told me he just dropped in from Mars.
Oh, Mars. Oh, well.
The Three Stooges went decades with no interactions with aliens or flying saucers until the sci-fi craze hit big in the late 1950s.
That can't be a real spaceship. No.
Joe Besser met some very lovely aliens in a flying saucer in Flying Saucer Daffy in 1958.
Don't ever leave me.
And the Stooges met an alien creature played by Dan Blocker from Bonanza in Outer Space Jitters. And the Stooges encountered aliens in the movies Have Rocket Will Travel and the Three Stooges in Orbit in the Curly Joe era.
You are expected. Enter.
In the 1959 movie Have Rocket Will Travel, the Stooges stole their spacesuit costumes from the Twilight Zone episode Elegy.
Oh! Back to the ship! Right on back! Oh!
But that's okay because I think George Lucas stole his design for the land speeder from them. What do you think? Is it possible?
Fascinating.
On the Munsters episode If a Martian Answers, Hang Up, Herman picks up kids on his ham radio playing Spaceman and thinks real Martians have landed.
This is Earth. Lay off it, you big dummy.
But at the end, he ends up talking to a real Martian without realizing it.
No one's gonna fool me the second time.
My, those Earth people are getting rude.
And yes, that Martian was on an episode of The Outer Limits. Strange how 90% of all aliens come from Mars, isn't it?
An unidentified space aircraft has been reported over the Cemetery Ridge area.
Hey, that's our area.
On the Addams Family, on the episode The Addams Family and the Spaceman from 1965, the Bureau of Mysterious Space Objects thinks that the Addams Family are Martians.
We even speak your language. Aga baga hagrafa.
And of course, the Addams Family thinks that the men from the Bureau are also Martians.
Well, aga maga baga gahu grafa to you.
It's all a big misunderstanding started by Pugsley's late-night missile launches. No actual aliens or Martians were involved.
I see you!
On the Dick Van Dyke Show, Rob Petrie has 2 run-ins with space creatures. Or does he? On the episode It May Look Like a Walnut, Rob watches a scary TV movie, and the next day it seems as though the movie is all coming true. A spoiler, none of it actually is real. It's all a dream.
I gotta wake up! I gotta get out of this nightmare!
And on the episode Unny Ifs in Season 5, Rob sees a flying saucer, but nobody believes him.
Mr. Jump? No, look up in the sky! Where?
So?
And Rob thinks he's going crazy until he finds out it's just a toy. A rather advanced toy for the time. How much you want to bet that there was a string involved in making it fly? This is another rather advanced flying saucer toy, and this one is from the Bewitched episode Samantha's Secret Saucer, which aired first in 1968.
Flying saucer in darkest night.
Tabitha's toy saucer gets lost in the backyard, so in trying to bring it back, Aunt Clara accidentally summons a real flying saucer with aliens from outer space. This was Mary and Lauren's last appearances, Aunt Clara. Sadly, she passed away that same year from a heart attack. In this episode, Aunt Clara gets the real-life Dr. Spock confused with Mr. Spock from Star Trek.
Oh, you're a better spaceman than Dr. Spock.
I guess I've done that before when I was a kid, but I wonder if it was because of this episode.
Oh, you're a better spaceman than Dr. Spock.
Orvis, the poodle alien, I recognized as Steve Franken from Dobie Gillis. Well, I recognized his voice anyway.
Let's hope so. I hate long goodbyes. Come on.
I read on a Facebook post that every time Elizabeth Montgomery ran into him, she would jokingly tell him that every time she saw a poodle, she thought of him. I could definitely see this happening.
You're really out in the boondocks, aren't you?
The same flying saucer prop also appeared on I Dream of Jeannie on the episode UFO Jeannie that same year. Tony and Roger are testing a saucer-shaped spacecraft for NASA. The same ship on Bewitched, but this one lands in hillbilly country. There's no Martians in this one unless you count Tony and Roger after Jeannie blinks them into looking like Martians towards the end.
You are Martian. Yes, Master.
More fake Martian ships appeared on the episode of Batman the Joker's Saucer and The Wild Wild West, The Night of the Flying Pie Plate.
Oh, we're from Kaplutis.
Now, who can forget the Brady Bunch episode Out of This World, which aired in 1974? Peter and Bobby see a UFO, but of course it turns out to be a trick perpetrated by Greg. But there are a couple of aliens in this episode, but it turns out they only be a dream sequence. Now, how many times have you seen this one in reruns?
Boy, are these gonna be great pictures.
Yeah, wait till the guys at school see it. I didn't see no little green man.
On the Beverly Hillbillies episode, The Flying Saucer, Mr. Drysdale stages a publicity stunt with fake little green men.
Martian! I am in their power.
That the Clamp and Stink are real, of course. Billy Curtis, who played Mr. Zero on Superman, shows up as an actor playing one of the Martians. Another fellow actor from The Wizard of Oz, Jerry Marin, also plays one of the Martian actors. So if we one day find out Martians are for real, would you invite them to dinner or run for the hills?
We shouldn't let on that they's any different than us.
These ways, let's try our bit.
This is a horse, of course, of course.
Believe it or not, even Mr. Ed was visited by an alien. A Martian specifically. I think the strangest episode award has to go to Season 4's ending episode, Moko. That was the name of the animated Martian who took over people's brains and made them do his bidding, which was to do silly and embarrassing things. The episode put more focus on the Martian than Mr. Ed, because it was intended as a backdoor pilot. Richard Deacon voiced one of the Martians.
Loco, forget this whole adventure.
He is best known as Mel Cooley, the TV show producer in the Dick Van Dyke Show, and as Lumpy's dad on Leave It to Beaver.
What happened?
Who could forget Mork from Mork? Mork first appeared in the 1978 episode of Happy Days entitled My Favorite Orkin, a take on the 60s My Favorite Martian.
Must know it, swoop out, I failed, watch out. Take that,
At that time, Robin Williams was an unknown actor who got the part by sitting on his head during the audition. On Mork's pilot episode, they brought Mork out of the late 50s or early 60s of the Happy Days series and put him into the 70s. Mork tells Mindy via flashback, another instance where he went back to Astafan's advice on women. Penny Marshall from Laverne and Shirley also made an appearance.
No.
During Mork's first season, he made a return to the Happy Days series on the episode Mork Returns in 1979, which would be the last Mork Happy Days crossover.
Tell me, what's it like in 1979? Who is president?
You like peanuts?
I can take him or leave him.
Then you'll like Jimmy. Oh, well, I'm okay now. Let me take it back 1 second. I screwed that all up. But they didn't know.
On a 1978 episode of The Bionic Woman entitled The Martians Are Coming, The Martians Are Coming, Jamie must face off against a Martian aircraft, which turns out to just be a helicopter. Talk about a letdown. Of course, aliens did exist in the Bionic world. The Bionic Bigfoot was created by an alien scientist. Her people up and left Bigfoot behind to go back to the stars from which they came. There were a couple of other alien encounters. On the 6 Million Dollar Man episode Straight On Till Morning, Steve Austin encounters a human-looking family of extraterrestrials from the Andromeda Galaxy. I'm sure we're all familiar with that area. It's a great place to fish, I've been told.
Fantastic. I can't even tell you the feeling.
In the Bionic Woman episode Sanctuary Earth, Jamie helps protect an alien princess played by Helen Hunt from alien bounty hunters. But finding aliens in the Bionic universe, I guess, isn't really all that surprising. The Fall Guy, on the other hand, is pretty wild to think about.
It's wild, Steve. It's wild.
On the Fall Guy episode Spaced Out, Colt, played by Lee Majors, of course, deals with a UFO that robs a bank. Turns out only humans need money, though, and the whole invasion was done using Hollywood tricks.
Seaver?
But on the Dukes of Hazzard, of all places, an alien visitor turned out to be real.
Hard to believe that really happened.
The episode Strange Visitor to Hazzard is probably the strangest episode the Dukes ever did.
We're your friends. Friends still. Yeah.
On this episode, Bo and Luke befriend a space alien nicknamed the Visitor, or Little Cousin. The man in the spaceman suit was Felix Silla. You may not have realized it, but if you grew up in the 70s and 80s, Felix was present for most of your childhood memories. He was disguised as a child gorilla on Planet of the Apes, an Ewok on Return of the Jedi, a courtroom spectator on Ghostbusters 2, appeared on Mork and Mindy. He was in costume as Tweaky and Buck Rogers, a troll on Bewitched, Cousin Knit from the Addams Family, and just way too many shows and movies to list. On Chips, on the 1982 episode, The Spaceman Made Me Do It.
I'll help you.
A young girl appears to be in contact with an alien who tries to take off with her, unless Ponch and Bobby can save her.
Don't let them take me!
Yeah, this is the season without Larry Wilcox. The ending doesn't say it's 100% a real alien involved, but it definitely leans that way.
It's the helicopter.
Bobby, it's whatever you want it to be.
That about does it. Honorable mention goes to MacGyver, which also had a space episode. And of course, all the shows that featured aliens on a regular basis, like Alf, The Twilight Zone, Star Trek, and way too many to name in less than 20 minutes. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and comment. I do love reading your comments, especially when they're positive.
Well, aga maga baga gahu grafa to you.
My, those Earth people are getting rude.
Please hit the like, and y'all have a great day.